showing you how to make these little crochet heart bags. So I have two of them here. So these are heart bags that can clasp, so they can be secured by pulling this thing through here, and then the bag is secured. Now these bags can be given as presents, they can be attached to other bags, they can be key rings. They're the perfect size for AirPods actually, but what I'm going to be doing with these, with all these that I make, I'm planning to make quite a few. I am going to be putting in them Valentine's presents and giving them to people as Valentines. Probably I'll be giving all of them on Valentine's Day to the women in my life. This is just a video showing you how to make these super cute and easy heart pouches essentially. So watch on if you want to learn how to make these. So I'm now going to show you how I make these little Valentine's bags. This is one that I made earlier, so this is what they end up looking like, with a little attachment that means you can then close and open the bag and put stuff into it. This can also be tied around a big bag strap, so it can kind of make a little key ring as well that is a bag. So for this we're going to need 2 colours of yarn, we're going to need a crochet hook, and we're going to need some scissors. The crochet hook that I'm using today is a 1.3, so it is very small, but that's just the kind of look that I want for my bags. But you can use any size. Just note that the bigger the hook, the bigger your bag will be. So we'll start off first of all by making the crochet heart, and I'm going to be using red for my heart. So we're going to start off with a slip knot, and we will be chaining 4 in the slip knot. So chain 4, then we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch to make a circle. Bear with me because it is a little bit fiddly with this tiny hook. There we have it. There is a little circle in the middle of this, and we are going to be adding 12 double crochets into the middle of this circle. So I'll show you one. So yarn over, set your hook into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop. Should be 3 loops on your hook, then pull through 2, pull through 2 more, and that is a double crochet. So we're going to do 11 more into the middle of this circle. Okay, so this is what 12 double crochets into the center look like, and I have just slip stitched into our first stitch. So now for the next round I'm going to skip the slip stitch that we've made and then work 7 treble crochets into the next stitch after the slip stitch. If you can see, this is the slip stitch here, so this is the next stitch. And to do a treble crochet, it's just like a double, but you just yarn over twice. So yarn over twice, put it in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And that is 1 triple crochet, so we'll do 7 into that same space, and then I will meet you back here. 7 treble crochets are done in that stitch, so now in the next stitch I'm going to be making 1 double crochet. Then in the next stitch I'm going to be putting 2 double crochets. We will then do 2 double crochets in the next stitch and repeat for the next stitch. Now in the double crochet that we just made, we are going to slip stitch into the front stitch here. So this little stitch here, we are going to slip stitch. And then we will be adding 2 double crochets in that same stitch. So this stitch right here. 1, 2. Now in the next stitch we will do 2 double crochets, and the one after that we will also do 2 double crochets. In the next stitch we will do 1 double crochet, and in the next stitch we will be doing those same 7 treble crochets like we did over here. Then after that we will skip 2 stitches and make a slip stitch somewhere around here, but I will show you when I get to that point. So I've just done my second set of 7 treble crochets, so we're going to slip stitch in this part right here to give it that kind of heart shape. So I will show you exactly where I'm going to slip stitch, just about here, right in the middle of the heart at the top. Slip stitch to pull up my loop. This is when it gets a bit fiddly, with a tiny hook. Pulled up my loop and then pull it through. Then we need our scissors to cut the yarn. Then we can get our hook out and pull our yarn tight to secure it, and this is our heart. Okay, I turned the light on because it was getting a little bit dark, but now we will switch to our next colour and we're going to make our border. So I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do, and then I will show you what mine ends up looking like for this round. I've just completed that round, so for the next round we are going to chain 2, and then in every stitch we're going to put a double crochet, except when we get to these corners here we're going to be doing 2 double crochets, then chaining 2, and then doing 2 more double crochets, and those will all be in these corner spaces, and we'll do that all the way around until we have double crochets in every single stitch. That round is now done, so I'm going to cut my yarn, and then I'm going to attach the red yarn again and do single crochet all the way around the border of the piece so that it ends up looking like this one. You'll also need to weave in all of your ends, and then you want to make 2 of these so that we have 2 panels ready to make our bag. Okay, so I'm back now with both of my panels, and now I'm going to show you how you put them together. So for each panel you need to decide which side you want to be the inside and which side you want to be the outside. So usually the more attractive side you would have as the outside. So I'm going to have these 2 as the outside of the bag. So you want these to face each other because we're essentially going to stitch the bag together and then turn it inside out. So we're putting the good sides facing in for now. Then we're going to attach our red yarn to sew the bag together, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in to the back loop of one of these stitches, match it up with the back loop on the front loop, match up with the front loop of the second bag. So as you can see, I'm in both loops for the bags, and then I'm going to pull my yarn through both of these loops and chain 1 to secure. Now moving forward, we are going to be doing 1 single crochet in all of the stitches all the way around until we get to the same place on the other side. We're not going to single crochet at the top because that's going to be the bag opening, so I will do 1 for you just to show you what I mean. So for all of this we're going to be working in the back loop of the front bag panel and the front loop of the back bag panel. So going in through the back loop, then I'm going to go in through just the front loop of the back panel, pull the yarn through and pull it through both loops to do a single crochet. So that's one single crochet, and we're going to do this all the way around, and like I said, all the way around until you get to the same place on the bag. Then we'll be cutting off our yarn and fastening off, and then turning the bag the right way around and making the fasten for the bag. So I will join you once I have single crocheted all the way around my crochet. I've now double crocheted it all to single crocheted it all together, so I'm going to turn it the right way because it's currently inside out. So this is what the little bag looks like. Obviously I need to weave in my ends at some point, but now I will show you how to make the fastenings essentially. So the first thing we need to do is count how many stitches you have along here, and then we're going to attach our red yarn in the middle of these stitches that we have here. So my middle is here, so I'm going to put my hook in and attach my yarn similarly to how we did previously. Pull it all the way through and tie a knot, then put my hook in, pull up a loop and chain one, so that is now fastened. Now what we are going to do is we are going to go along putting one single crochet in every space, and we're going to keep going until we get to this same side on the other edge of the bag. So level with this about here on this side of the bag, and then we are going to do something different. So I will join you again once I have crocheted all the way to here. Okay, I've gotten to the same point on the other side, and now we are going to chain 4, skip a stitch, and then single crochet into the next stitch along. Now this is just giving us our little space, our little hole where our bag is going to be able to be fastened. Gosh, this one's really fiddly. There we go. Okay, now we are going to single crochet all the way and meet ourselves here. We will then slip stitch into here, and then I will show you how we are making the fastening in order to be able to close the bag. There we are, I am right back at the beginning. So now we are going to chain 50. So now that I've chained 50, I am going to single crochet right back into the exact same space that we started our chain from, and this is going to create a little loop for us that we can then use to fasten the bag. So I single crocheted into there, and now I'm just going to slip stitch into some of the stitches next to it just to make sure that it is very, very secure. Now I'm going to cut my yarn, and then we will need to weave in the few ends that we do have left. But other than that, that is the finished bag done. So this loop just goes through there to close the bag, and there we have it. It's our Valentine's little present bag. I wanted to show you that as well as the bags being able to close themselves and hold something in them, you can actually attach them to other bags and use them as key rings. So all you do is you would wrap the string around, put it through itself, and then you've got this little knot where now it is hanging on your bag. So you can have it as a key ring or just an attachment to your bag to hold something like your AirPods, like I said, or anything at all really, change or anything that you want it to hold. So that's the end of my tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed making these very cute heart pouches along with me, and I hope you have a very good Valentine's, whether you do anything for it or not. Let's all just try and remind the people that we love them. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.